Welcome. Before we talk about the topic, I want to put a disclaimer to the thing. Let's put the curtain down and talk about student group work. There are some things I want to put forward there. Like in life and family, you interact with the people. You never get a situation where everybody is happy with everybody else. We always have differences and arguments. As long as you don't get to the stuck point. Having differences is a great thing because we learn new things from the people who are different from you. But as long as the arguments don't get to the stuck point and keep moving forward in life, this is okay. So what you're going to learn today will be some strategies to work with to get your project done joyfully. But it's not the case you will always get no friction situation, because every group project comes with the friction. But leaders does not see as a friction or a failure. They see it as a chance to implement systems and learning new things about people. Today we are going to look at the main challenges in a student collaboration and the leader strategies to solve them with wisdom. So when I say leader, I mean everybody is leader in the study what we've been learning. Every project works is different. Some are only documentation and practical hands-on work, or mix of both. So some you do practically and document later. So it depends on the project. So toolbox, you are going to learning differently. Will provide you a different tool which you can apply in a different project with a different challenges with the different people. Lots of different things. Let's get going. Let's put the curtain down with the drum roll and we look at how to solve these puzzles. We assume you've done groundwork already in the ice-breaking meeting. You understand each other's strengths and weaknesses, so you know that how to work, how to complement your strength with the other person's weakness. And you have chosen a coordinator, and everybody have a clarity of the role. Initial role, it might change as the project go, and you have established a group communication channel. It might be a WhatsApp group or a Google Chat or a Slack group, and you have a shared online workspace like Google Drive or OneDrive or whatever the other you're familiar with that you used it there as well. Now we look at the first problem. Once we've done that, let's look at the different problems or challenges you get. The first challenge you have is tackling the free rider. This is a very common one when some people are a parasite or a dragger. So it's not something they don't want to learn. Is they don't find it very, nobody have motivated them to learn and convince them, look, it's good for you. You are here to gain some skill which will help you in the life. So how we'll do it? The solution you should do it to, in the first part, to test who's a dragger, give micro tasks to see who are the leader in their studies or who are the draggers. And that's the role for the coordinator. Identify, not label them, but identify them, and then use other skills to keep them motivated, at least make them work where others don't feel they are the free rider. And the other side, people who normally have complaint, I'd say, look, why he's not working, why she's not working. So you focus on your work first and feel like, okay, I have another opportunity to help those ones and support our coordinator. Once I finish my job, I'll ask coordinator, anybody else need my help? This way, you will be identified that you're the next candidate to be coordinator or manager. Because if you learn how to deal with the difficult people or different people, you're getting a skill set of a manager, and you will be rewarded more in a real life. Doesn't matter how much you are a winner in your work. If you're not a team player, where you're pointing fingers to others, you never get to the managerial role. So this is the skill you're gonna get if you learn how to manage people, because manager's first job is to manage people, then the task management. The next is the ghosting versus synchronized working. Ghosting is something where there's no communication between some people. Then the solution is, if your group is a group member is not providing the part, you just create a live working session, a synchronized working session, where you're working together. This prerequisite is you have to have a common schedule, some common schedule where you work together. Frankly speaking, nowadays it's very common. It's easy because of the internet technologies. You can all sit down and work on the same document same time while you're talking to each other. You feel like you're in the same room, and it's a very joyful work. At least for me, I really love working as a team together, because my own quotation is, if you do anything alone, it becomes a job, and if you do the same thing in a friendly working environment, it becomes a party. Think about it. So the next thing, which is we all hate when somebody become a boss. So it is something you should clear it up in icebreaker, remind each other. Coordinator is a person who brings the team together. He's not a boss. We're all same, but he got a role. So to manage the authority conflict, you should use the coordinator approach. And at the same time, somebody who's try to be bossy, even as a team player, and argue with the coordinator, is also not recommended. You remind them, so look, you're a team player. If you've done something, offer your help to others where coordinator need a help, which is good. Rather than annoying the team, support coordinator, because at the end, remember, if you win, everybody win. And everybody win, you win. So team is all about togetherness. So coordinator role, bring team together, document roles and responsibility, listen to team point of view, as we mentioned before in the ground rules. So his job is to not reminding a team that knowing a job is not enough until we together don't get the job done. This is relating to the free rider issue, extension of that. When we have a different schedule and we have a last minute stress where somebody did not work. So what we do, we use shared calendars where we exactly know when we have a common time available, mostly before and after the classes of the same subject, because you all will be in the uni interface-to-face environment. So share your busy blocks and set internal deadlines. So because doing in chunks and finishing the work before the project submission will give you anything unforeseen comes up, you can manage it. So having a buffer or a time to deal with these problems, even review the whole thing and improve it, is also good if you have a time. People say, look, what are we going to do 3 days in 3 days? So look, we can review it, get a feedback from the teacher or something. Otherwise, we have a peace of mind. And that's what the leaders, students do. They are ahead of the others. This is a very small issue, I believe, is sometime where people have a vision clash. It means that they're thinking that we should have done this way. That should be clear in the icebreaker. But after icebreaker, whatever decided, you need to stick to it. All right. So there is a beautiful quotation. They say, look, decision is not always right. But once they are done, you make it right. Think about it. So in an initial session with the 3-question interview, you find a common ground. And after that, whatever decided, you trust your coordinator support. If something new comes and we all agree and coordinator say, like, we can take a different route, that's exceptional. And then we look at skill gaps. So there will be some situation where we don't have no one to do a certain role. Then there's an opportunity for a leader student to stand up and say, look, how about I learn and do it? And that person given a smaller role, but more time to learn, and trust the person and support him or her. And that will be a big success itself. A good teacher or a good coordinator also reward you or marks how do you do things, not just what do you do. They don't look at the report itself. They also want to see how did you achieve that. Because how sometimes very importantly, if I get a very nice dish in a very angry or a friction kitchen, I will not like that dish as much as if it comes from a simple dish but done with love and harmony. That'll be more tastier. All right, the Frankenstein report was a unified harmony. This is thing of a past, but still people using the different mindset where they distribute the job like just like a piece of cake. They just cut it and say, you do this, you do this, you do that. And when they bring together and they are not becoming a part of the puzzle, they are not the work is disjointed, and now copy paste not working. We need to redo some of the parts, some are overlapping, so there is no harmony there. So that's where the master doc workflow really helps, when everybody is working on the same document or the same slideshow or the same website, where we can see what others are doing, and if there is something gaps, some of the gaps or some overlapping, we deal it initially rather than at the end we have pulling our hair down. So you can see the shared calendar, shared documents. These are technology solution to have more harmony in the team with the shared communication channel as well, we should mention. The last disclaimer, will all go good? No. There'll be more challenges, more micro things, but there'll be more learning. Dealing with the humans is always have been a challenge throughout. If you look at it from micro level, as a one-to-one friend, to a family, to a community, to a country, United Nations, you see that. We'll still have challenges, but as a team, no, job is not important, rather getting job done. So knowing a job is not important. If you get the job done, you have the ability to succeed in any project. So whenever you hit a challenge, look at the toolbox, otherwise learn a new tool. I hope you liked the video and you want ready to go beyond the videos. Join our full self-study master course for the complete 12-week structured semester curriculum. Unlock the professional templates, charters, and checklists you need to lead your uni studies. Click the link in the description for exclusive discount code and start your uni study successfully.